Today I am doing a journal with me. This is my new journal. It's technically a travel insert. I don't have the big covers, like the leather covers or anything for travel inserts yet because I just am being really picky. I also don't have time right now. Now that school has started to look for one, but this is technically an insert. And so I covered it with fabric and just kind of sewed around the inside because I just really like that look of uneven sewing, and I really love this fabric. I have two other ones. These are just like it. They are for sale on Etsy. My link for my Etsy shop is always down below. But this is my current journal that I am working in. It's not really, it's technically a life journal like all my other ones, but I don't know. I've just, like this page in particular, I've just been super simple lately. So I feel like with school starting, guys, I have been like ridiculously busy. When it comes to journaling, as you can see, my style has just gotten super simple, and I think that reflects my lifestyle. In the summer it was really crazy, elaborate, because I had the time to sit down and spend hours journaling. But now that school has started, I don't have that much time to journal, and when I do journal, I kind of just want that to be my time to clear my head, enjoy my art, not really have to think about all the stress that comes with being a full-time student, having a job, and having all these other responsibilities. So I feel like my journaling style becomes way more simple because when I'm journaling, it's just me being mindless and just kind of letting my pen hit the paper and just write, rather than me like wanting to put a whole bunch of tip-ins in hand. So I just Pinterest doodles and found one that I like, and then just kind of went off of it. I do this sometimes, or if I find something on Tumblr I like. I just want to point out the fact that if you are referencing a photo or someone else's art, it is super, super important, or that you show who you're referencing. It's completely illegal to copy other people's work. It is just really unfair to copy other people's work and not give them credit for it. It's just, I don't know, it's so rude and it's so sad, and everyone's creative in their own way, and if someone comes up with something amazing, they deserve to have that credit. So I just wanted to show y'all the photo that I'm referencing, and I found it on Pinterest. I don't necessarily know the artist because it's from Google, but it is on Pinterest, and you can just Google doodles and it'll pop up. And it's on Google if you just Google easy pencil drawings. So yeah, this is what I'm referencing. If you know the artist, please let me know down below. I feel like there are lots of pictures that look like this. I've seen them many times before, but I just really liked how this looked. And if you are referencing a photo, try to make it unique. Try not to copy it exactly, because you know, if you try to put your own twist on it, that's helping you branch out and be more creative. I always try to draw in pencil first and then go over with pen, marker, Sharpie, whatever, and then make it darker, just because if I mess up, I'll be able to erase. It's definitely pretty tedious work doing it all in pencil and then going back with Sharpie. If you are confident enough to just straight up start with Sharpie or your pen or your marker, then do that. Sorry, my dog. Prefer this way. And I do like using Sharpie over marker. Normally I use a Sharpie pen. Mine are all out of ink, unfortunately, so I am using the thicker side, which is fine. Sharpie will leak over to the other side, so if you're using very thin pages, which I'm not used to because in the journals that I hand make, that I sell on Etsy, like the thicker ones, it's thicker pages, so Sharpie doesn't usually leak through. But if you do that leaks through, you can either cover this page or glue it together, or whenever you're journaling on this page, just put a sheet over this. There are ways to cover it, so it doesn't really bother me. So I am going to go over with watercolor because I love how watercolor looks. And I could just watercolor her head in black, but I want to do Sharpie because the watercolor is going to look so much different than the Sharpie, and I wanted her head to have that like darker effect that the Sharpie gives. and the lighter effect that the watercolor is gonna have. Okay, so when you do Sharpie, which is one of the main reasons I like to use Sharpie, you can go right into watercolor and it will not like leak or smear your marker. So I either use my watercolor pens or just my watercolor palette. This is the super cheap one from Michaels. It's not the best watercolor, but it works well enough for me because I'm not a super intense watercolorer. But I've used like brushes a lot, but I've really been into just straight up using the brush that has the water in it already that came with the watercolor pencils. You can get these like anywhere. It doesn't have to just come from the watercolor pencils, but this just makes it easier to just go right into it rather than using like a brush. So I really like using this. You have to fill the inside with water. So I've had a lot of fun just like playing around with different watercolors and like mixing them in and blending them, which is kind of what I did on my last page, and that's what I'm doing again on this page. I don't know, it's just fun. You don't have to think about it. You literally just plop the color down and move on with your life. So yeah, I've just been having a ton of fun. Okay, so I think that is all I'm going to do for this page. I really like how it turned out. I think it's bright, fun, cute, happy. It's a bit different from my normal style, but that makes it exciting. It was fun because I didn't think about it. I just kind of plopped color down, wrote things down. I was still able to sit down and create. Enjoyed it. As you can see, I did it on this page as well, and I really like how this one turned out. It's super fall-y. And I just journaled right here, so that was just another way for me to not really have to think about what I was doing. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.